And our next guest is one of those female politicians who has been on the receiving end of unrelenting online sexual harassment and threats of violence. Susanna Gibson, a Democrat who recently ran for a seat in Virginia's House of Delegates, received death threats after videos were posted of live-streamed sex acts that she had done with her husband. She says she had no idea that those live streams were being recorded and her privacy was invaded. Those videos have no bearing on her qualifications for public office, she says. And we are joined now by Susanna Gibson. Susanna, I appreciate you coming back on NewsNation Prime. It's good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see you too. Thanks for having me.
This is something that not just you have faced, but I would venture to say almost every single woman who seeks public office in this country is on the receiving end of vicious and unrelenting online comments and threats. Can you share with us just some of the comments that you received?
Oh my gosh. I mean, the list goes on and on. The amount of expletives and slurs that I have received constantly. And still to this day, if I leave the comments open on any of my social media platforms, inevitably someone puts up non-consensual, intimate images of me, as well as calling me all kinds of names. My house has been swatted with my young kids in it. And I think the most concerning thing to me is that online violence very quickly escalates to offline violence.
I'm just looking at some of these words on the screen. Kill yourself. And I know that mental health is something that you and I have spoken about before. I mean, how dark did things get for you as all of this was unfolding and all these threats were being made online?
Yeah, I mean, the psychological impact that reading someone's very detailed, explicit messages to you about how they are going to rape you and kill you and rape your children, or having to move your children out of their home in the middle of the night, or having to leave the state because people won't leave the front of your house. The psychological impact on that really cannot be underestimated and understated. It is absolutely awful. And we know that online gendered violence and abuse is a tool that they use to silence women and other marginalized communities and deter us from wanting to enter public office.
Yeah, and we're looking just at some of these. AOC being told, hope someone leaves you for dead in a ditch. Kamala Harris, death to her and her supporters, and the list goes on. What is your reaction to this study that more than 90% of these sorts of comments are not removed by Instagram? Are you surprised? What more needs to be done heading into the election?
Yeah, no, I'm not surprised at all. There was a 2020 Wilson Center study that actually studied 13 politicians from all across the political spectrum. And what they found is that just in 2 months alone, they found 336,000 pieces of abusive content that was shared by over 190,000 individuals. But what was also interesting was that it was Senator Kamala Harris, now Vice President Kamala Harris, Senator at the time, 78% of that abusive material was aimed at her specifically. There are a few different things we can do. So one of the most important things, in my mind and several other advocates' minds, is that we really need to amend Section 230 of the 1996 Communications Decency Act, which has inadvertently shields tech companies from liability for abusive content posted by their users. Section 230 was initially implemented to foster innovation and free speech on the internet, but instead created a really dangerous loophole that allows platforms to evade accountability.
I really appreciate you bringing that context to us. As always, Susanna Gibson, thank you for your time tonight.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.